anticipated main event. This should be a good one tonight. Both fighters say they are primed, coming off a very intense and passionate training camp. Mayweather's ring walk, not exactly full of fanfare or intensity. Davis is not giving us much indication of what kind of fight we're going to see based on this ring walk.
All right, gentlemen, protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch them up.
Round 1 of 12. Teddy, southpaw versus orthodox fighter. So many times we've heard how useful the right hand can be in this matchup.
Yeah, usually trainers love to tell orthodox fighters against the southpaw that the right hand is the dragon slayer.
Unable to connect by Davis. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Davis. Parries that punch intended for the head. Very precise double jab by the Beast. Not able to land the headshot. Nice block by the Beast from the east. Halfway through this round here. Davis has done a good job there, offensively scoring with that left hand. The combo lands upstairs. Committing now to the left hand. Good straight shot. Scored well up top. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. That worked out really well. Throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Mayweather's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Money's out there just waiting on a counterpunch, isn't he?
Yeah, well, first of all, why is it? Because he knows if he walks in, he's going to get caught. So what he wants to do is, he knows there's basically a guard at that door. He's trying to get that guard to get out of there so he could go through that door.
And now another left. Good flush shot upstairs.
We got it.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Targeting that overhand left. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Davis. He missed with that headshot. Well, he's sending more than one at him now. The combo to the head. 90 seconds to go here in this round. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it. Accurate with the straight left. You know, when we sat with these guys yesterday in preparation for this broadcast, we asked them, all right, what's your favorite punch? They both had the same response. We like them all.
Oh, that's a smart fighter, because you want to be as versatile, as rounded as possible.
Davis is well off the mark that time. Good block by Money. Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. End of the round. And this is a little bit hard to take if you're sitting back at home watching this fight and saying, I just don't get it. I mean, if you want to win the fight, you have to throw punches.
Maybe he doesn't want to win the fight. See, you're taking for granted that...
What, is he scared? He's fearful?
Hey, everybody's scared. Anyone who's in that ring is scared. He's not controlling his fear. He's not taking it, and that's for people in all aspects of life, whatever they do. You have to take whatever it is that can intimidate you, and you got to put it on the side and say, okay, right now, I'm not going to let that get in the way. He's letting it get in the way.
Blocks the headshot. That's the clean shot with the left hand that he was looking for by the Beast. Scored well up top. Mayweather's defense, is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Good block there by Money. Nowhere close, that punch by Davis. Mayweather's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. He's committed to the combination punching now. And it's working out well up top. Mayweather's blocking ability is doing well for him there. A stabbing right hand comes in by Money. The Beast, 10 Teddy, this has got to drive his trainer crazy because he's leaving himself wide open with these sweeping shots.
Well, you talk about that old saying, leaving the barn door open, and the horses are going to go out. Well, guess what? The punches, sooner or later, they're going to come in.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. 10 clicks of the tongue. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round. So with 3 rounds complete, we take a look at Teddy's scorecard. The Beast is on the wrong end of a razor-sharp hook. Mayweather's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. The Beast's right hand scores well that time. That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Davis. Mayweather's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Halfway through round number 4. Mayweather's using that jab well very early on here, Teddy. That could be a big benefit to him tonight.
Well, it's supposed to be, Joe. He has a real good wingspan. I mean, he's got those long arms. No better way to put him to use than to use that jab and use that jab at the right distance.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds. Oh, what a whip by Dave. Money's almost out of it there. He was stunned. Boy, he was damaged, but now he's defending himself well. Mayweather's productivity really dropped off in that last round, and with a lack of offense came some sloppy defense. Just look at his face now.
Yeah, and you know what? He should look at his trainers, too, because I always say that about this business. Where are the teachers? Where are the trainers? He should be able to get away from punches. With his experience, he should do a better job than he's been doing tonight.
Teddy, when you've been in the corner in your career and you have a charge who is not making a lot of contact, what do you tell him?
The first thing I tell him, Joe, is shorten up your punches a little bit. The other thing I tell him is he's making you miss, so you know what? Feint him a little bit. Get a false move out of him. Get a premature move. And when he moves, then time him. Now you're going to catch him.
Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by Davis. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Good work defensively by Money. Plus, he landed that counter punch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he threw it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
just walking him back a bit there up against the ropes. Good flush, straight left hand. Targeting that head with the combination punching. Protecting his head well with his guard. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Davis. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Well off the mark by Davis. There's an excellent combination by the Beast. Davis has got to be careful not to fall prey to what so many fighters do. Close fight, you may be up, but you may not stay that way. He's getting some sound advice from his cornerman. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. And that has some bite to it, that right hand by Money. Not able to land the uppercut. Davis is missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. Double jab by the Beast from the east. Money's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Good defensive skill with the block by Money. Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Money. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Mayweather's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Money's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. The Beast's almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Now he's trying to create an opportunity here as he backs him up against the ropes. Landing two jabs by Money. Mayweather's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Good shot to the head with that right hand. Not much action as he just ties up. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Unable to land clean by the beast from the east. The beast swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Good looking right hand after seemingly in control, and now maybe out of control after getting hit there.
But what you just said, Joe, that is really what's the enemy of his right now is nothing was coming at him. He was winning too easily. And for a minute, he let up. And bang.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Davis is putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. He just missed that shot up top. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Davis. Great counter punch, and I loved how he moved off to the side and then landed it.
We got it.
I'm always interested in how a fighter's disposition can change during the course of a fight. And as we start round number 8 here, you see that he is up. But all it takes is a little momentum to build against him, and this thing could turn around.
Well, the real testing of a fighter, the real testing of a professional is what they can do late. Can they keep it up, or do they become satisfied? We're going to find out right now how this guy is in those areas.
Davis is not sticking to his style at all. He got away from what had gotten him in trouble. Remember, he was rocked early.
Yeah, it's like being in the Grand Prix. You know, you're in that race, and all of a sudden you pull into the pit and you say, you know what, I got to change my tires. You know, I'm just not getting traction out here. You know, I almost went into a wall. Well, he's changing his tires, changing his plan.
Off the target by Money. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. The Beast is on the wrong end of a destructive uppercut. Money's putting a smile on his corner man's face right there and frustrating his opponent with that jab. Teddy, something's got to change defensively because this guy's getting tagged consistently.
Yeah, one of the things, he's got to start moving his head.
just misses with that headshot. Davis is hit by a right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. The beast is punch didn't come close. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. End of the round of what has been a very close and highly competitive fight. Teddy, how do you see this right now?
I see it almost dead even, and I see whoever finishes the rounds, because in these kind of tight rounds, if you finish up good, the judges remember that.
Nice strike after catching one by Davis. Davis's trainer is telling him, hey, just stick with what you've been doing. Yeah, but what he was doing caused him to get rocked earlier.
Yeah, sometimes you have to make an adjustment. Now, they don't feel it's time yet, but that time's coming quick.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Wow! He is leveled. How could he possibly get up from that? He's not going to. This fight's over. It's over.